Alright, Claire, this one's faster. This is I to the 51st. The first thing you need to remember, Claire, are the the four basic ones. I'm making a video for Claire, so a to the first obviously is equal to I to the first is equal to I squared is equal to -1.
Hi, Claire.
I cubed, right, is equal to I squared times I. So I squared, right? So that's equal to negative, that's a -1 times I. So that gives me a negative I. And then, the one I really care about right now is, I to the fourth. Well, that's equal to I squared times I squared. Well, we said I squared, right? I squared is equal to -1. So if we come over here, this is equal to, negative, that's a -1. No, it's like a sad face times -1. And of course, that's equal to 1. So that's really key right here. So the easiest way, I think, to do this is to see how many times I to the fourth goes into I to the 51st. So, 4 goes into 51. 4 goes into 51 12 times, and I have 3 left over. So, right? So this is equal to, so this is the same thing. So I to the fourth, right, raised to the 12th power is I to the 4 times 12, right? This is just a law of exponents. And this is equal to I to the 48th power, right? And if I take I to the 48th, right, that's I to the 48th times I to the 3rd, right, I end up with I to the 51st. So I to the 4th, we said, let's grab a different color here so you can see it. So I to the 4th, right, we said was, back here we said I to the 4th was 1. So here I'm going to say that this is equal to 1 to the 12th power times I to the 3rd. Well, 1 to the 12th is simply 1, so I have 1 times I to the 3rd. And I to the 3rd, right, we said was equal to, right, here it is, right, once again, I to the 3rd is a negative I. So, my final answer is simply negative I. Alright, so that takes care of that one. I mean, you may want to try a couple, so let me just throw a couple on here that you can try. So maybe you should do I to the 102nd. That's 102. That's just really ugly. Or, I to the 75th, or I to the 36th. See what those are equal to, okay? And then you can send those to me, and I will tell you if you're right or not. Woo-hoo! All right, that ends this one. Okay, Claire, so in this one, I'm going to take, I know that f of x is equal to 5 minus x, and I want to know what is f of, let me grab a different color, a minus 2. Well, all I'm going to do, Claire, is make that substitution. Actually, let me do it this way here. I'm just going to make this substitution. So f of a minus 2 is going to be equal to 5 minus, and then this is simply going to be, I'm going to make the substitution. So this is where I have x, I'm going to write a minus 2. And now, I need to remember that I have to distribute. So, I have to, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. Get rid of that. I need to distribute my negative sign, right, to both terms. That's why the parentheses is there. So this is going to be equal to, that's going to be equal to 5, that's a 5, sorry, minus a negative 2, which gives me 5 minus a plus 2, which, simply gives me 7 minus a, and that's my final answer. So this one, all I'm doing is, I'm looking for f of a minus 2. So wherever I have x in this equation, I simply substitute a minus 2. and I, simplify it, and I'm done. So that's it. All right, so I'm going to send these off to you now. Alrighty, and here. I send them off with hearts to you. There you go. Because I love my Claire. There you go. All right.